Guess what? It's eviction day. Today's the day I am going to take the shower pan out of the back of the camper to see what we can find. I know I've discussed in our previous 2 videos about our squirrel problem that if you can't reach your hand through the little access panel, so we're going to take the whole thing off and see what we find. We've looked in the past for videos about how to take your shower pan off on YouTube, and we haven't come across any. So even if you don't have a problem like we're having and you still want to know how to do it, now's your chance. Let's get to it. The bathroom was our selling point for this camper. It is huge, it is deep, and the shower is fairly large. I'm 6'2", and while I do have to stand up into there, I still fit. But the shower pan itself, what we're looking at here is screws that run all the way around the outside. It's a trim piece that appears to hold the shower itself in place. So we're going to take all those off. Then there's a couple down here in the front. 1, 2, 3. And then the access panel here may have to come out, but we'll let you know once we get there. This area here is where I'm getting my information from. It appears that if you do take off this trim piece, then everything else should just come on off. There may be some screws hiding underneath, which I will let you know once I get there. But we're gonna start with these and see what happens. Ooh, that's fast. So I guess don't do this by hand. You want to use a power drill because these suckers just fly on out. That one is kind of stripped a little bit. Hi there. A little bit of caulk. It just peels off from the side here. So, obviously we're going to want to clean these back up, and when we put it back on, you're going to re-caulk it so it's watertight. Oh yeah, you can see a big old goober of it right there. Another question. I've never had to do this before myself. Do you disconnect the plumbing? We're going to find that out. Here is the screw holding that in. I don't know. Took the screw out, nothing's moving. That's in there pretty good. Okay, well, let's not mess with that too much just yet. Ooh, that one fell in. So I got the screws out of the bottom, the 3 of those. Now I'm gonna have to do the 4 in the corners of the access panel because I believe those are screwed into wood as well, and it's keeping the shower from coming out. So it moves right now, which is good. It's not lifting up, so here they go. Another word of caution. I sealed off the exit points for these suckers underneath.
Oh God.
So it's possible we're gonna get an awesome show. Ah!
Oh Jesus.
Oh, sorry, that was... I have to undo. I need that.
Okay.
Okay.
Scared me.
That was fun. Okay. So here's the access panel. You can see, look at all that mess. Oh, what is that? I don't even want to know. What the? Okay, we're gonna do something in a second. But anyway, you do need to unattach the plumbing. So you should just have to unscrew that. We do have plumber's tape in here, which I'm going to explain once we put it back up. But you're going to want to get some plumber's tape on there so it doesn't leak. Okay, so wondering what the heck that was. Oh. Maybe I'll focus in on that. Those are walnuts. That isn't poop, thankfully. Definitely found their stash. So what you want to do is unscrew the top. This piece right here. And it goes righty tighty lefty loosey, just like you learned in school. You have to start with a pair of channel locks. Boom, 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 boom. Those go in there. Right across the top. You start unscrewing, and then you can finish it off by hand from there. So the shower drain needs to get unscrewed from down below. There's not a great way to do it. So I have a pair of pliers opened all the way up, and inside the drain there's a little piece that looks like so. I am just getting them in between two of those openings and then using that as my leverage, and it's slow going, that's for sure, but it is unscrewing. But that's what you got to do. Follow me for more DIY. That just seated that up to the top. Forward. It does take a little time, but you unscrew it enough and it comes out. This is the little ring that I had shown you from below that I use the channel locks on. You just have to keep getting it further and further down. It's as it screws in, it'll draw it towards the top. So as you're unscrewing this, it's bringing it back up. So just keep screwing this down, screwing this out, screwing this down, screwing this out, and you'll eventually get it out. There's not enough room in between this and the pipes below it to unscrew it far enough to not have to do that. So you don't have to do it very often. Probably, I did it maybe 3 times throughout the whole thing. As you unscrew it, it'll draw itself up, unscrew it down, screw it up, unscrew it down. You get the idea. Now, the good news is I'm going to take my tools out of the shower pan. This should come out. It sure does. Dun, da, da, da. Okay. And wow. Those are some walnuts. And here it is. Shower pan. The little styrofoam came with it. That's good news. We're gonna set that aside. And I'm gonna take you in to show you what I found. So that's where I came out of. There's my mothballs. This is walnuts. 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 All the way around. I don't even know what's under there. I've never seen that before.
I'll say there's some over here too.
Oh, there's plenty.
There.
Here's some more from the front that you couldn't see from the access panel. Walnuts. Oh, I can take this top piece of plywood off, it looks like. Some screws around the edges, I guess, kinda. You can see how well that worked. But what I wanted to show you is back in here. What is that? Okay, so that is the water. That's where city water comes in from the outside. Oh, there's 2 lines. Good news is I don't see any of the electrical or the water lines chewed through. There's just a bunch of walnuts. Holy cow. Now, I'm going to mention this now. Squirrels are vermin, like rats and mice. That looks like a nice entry point right there is where they come in. You want to wear gloves because you don't want to touch, accidentally or not, any of their feces, because that's poisonous to human beings. You can get nasty stuff. Definitely got to clean up back there. That looks... Anyway, so step 2, I'm going to try to take this plyboard off. The plywood's gone. That's terrible looking. Let me go get my gloves and we're going to clean this up. Here we go.
I came to help.
I'm going to move the mothballs out of the way.
Oh my God, look at all the insulation.
Uh-huh. Oh Lord.
I think we're gonna need more insulation.
Wow. Yeah, you're gonna... All right, I want to stop this for a second, get the shop back. And by me, I mean you. Thank you to my wife who brought me the shop vac. We're gonna suck some of the mess up and then keep digging out. I've got 2/3 dug out into a almost full garbage bag. So I'm gonna, there's some, what looks like could be sawdust maybe. I don't even know. We're gonna vacuum it up. All right, so the only thing that I found, other than a broken glove, shoot, is this green wire here. Sorry, everybody. So they cut it clean. That should be an easy fix. You still got a little bit of play that comes from over here. We gotta clean this floor. But anyway, it comes out of here, so I got a little bit of room so I can take and strip the wire back from those little chew marks and reattach it to that one. But otherwise, we're really lucky. This big old orange sucker that's coming through here is untouched. It's just filthy. Blah. Nasty little critters. Bucket and bleach. Ready to go. Round one of nasty. Ugh. Don't forget your gloves.
Yummy.
Yeah. And that's easily 25 pounds of walnuts. Holy cow. I'm gonna hold it from the bottom because the bag's already ripped once. And we're taking this right to the road. Remove weight management. So I cut a piece of plywood, roughly the right shape, as you can see there. It's a little off, but it covers most of it. I filled it with insulation again, and for good measure, got some great stuff to squirt on top. So that should keep them from coming in. I don't think they enjoy chewing through great stuff. You can see it goes all around. Hopefully we'll never have to replace those water lines. I guess if we do, we just have to cut them. I also put a little bit back in here around that pipe, all around, so you can see right there. I think that's it. I gotta finish cleaning up a little bit back in there, but at least there's no more walnuts, right? I can't tell. Anyway, we got the inside here done really well. As you can see, cleaned up all the gross. I reconnected that green wire. We're good. I'm gonna put it back together piece by piece. We've got the plywood base back down and the 3 little screws that were holding it in the front back in. Next comes the shower pan. Shower pan is back in. I re-screwed in the drain. Next thing that has to go in is the grate on top of there, which is just that 1 screw. And then I'm gonna put in the 3 screws here, here, and here. And then I can reattach the access panel. And then we're gonna put in the trim pieces back in after I clean them up a little bit. Put the trim pieces back in, finished with the corner pieces. I am gonna have to re-caulk because it was caulked in there, but I don't have any, so that'll have to wait for later. Trim pieces are in, corner pieces are in. All I've got left to do is install the access panel. And that's a wrap. Other than the caulk, which I'm probably gonna wind up doing next weekend because it's already Sunday night. And I'm starving. I don't even know what time is it. It is about 10 to 7. So yeah, we started this project about 3 hours ago. Thank God it's done. I don't want to jinx it. I was gonna say they're evicted, but all their nasties evicted. I didn't obviously come across any squirrels, or else this would have been a different video. But I gotta say, it is a pain. It was hard, but not impossible. It's just time consuming. Something anyone can do, and it needed to be done. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm sure we'll do another outro anyway, but whatever. Happy camping.